Hello again, welcome back to my channel, to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Prop Up & Co. And on to race 2 from round 5 of our Manufacturers Cup here in Montreal in Canada at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. And cracking GR4 race 1, but the boys have now stepped into their bigger and faster machines here, the GR3s, and this should be even more entertaining. This is going to be tough around here in these beasts, just tight, twisty circuit as it is, especially with these chicanes. So we're going to be, I think we're going to be in for a bit of a treat on this one. So another 25-minute race. We've got reverse grid, and well, let's take you through it. So we've got Speed Demon, who didn't get going in that GR4, did he, in race 1, in pole position on the soft tyres. We've got P. White in second on the mediums. We've got Vane in third on the softs, Osnad in fourth on the softs, Slowpoke in fifth on the softs, Softs for IQ in sixth, Keyboard on the mediums in seventh, Rossi in eighth on the mediums. We've got Phaser in ninth on the mediums, Softs for Unforgiven in 10th, Damien in 11th on the mediums, and our winner from race 1, Nath, on the mediums in 12th place. So a bit of a mix, mainly soft tyres out there again, but looking forward to this one. Here we go. Watch those lights and away we go. Pretty White with almost a great start. Then he kind of had to, it's like he lifted the clutch there a little, or just dropped it a little bit too soon. Pretty White looked like he was going to get off to a good start, but remains in second. Vane all over the back of him there. Slowpoke, obviously all chaos through these first couple of corners, these bigger machines, but all nicely through there. So that was a good bit of driving. Now as they hit the chicane, the first chicane, here we go. Let's see what sort of fun and games we got coming through here. I think they've all done quite well. Speed Demon still holding it. Vane looking pretty racy there in third place, behind P. White. Slowpoke up to fourth, looking good. Snad fifth, Rossi sixth. Oh, we got a spinner. Who was that? Is that IQ? It is IQ. That's Ferrari. Let's have a look what happened to IQ now. Was there contact, or did he do it on his own now? He's on his own a little bit there, so it doesn't look like there's going to be any contact from anybody. Does it just grab too much curb inside? Or there's a bit of grass there? Yeah, that's what he done. It's just come round on him. And, just caught that instant. Not much of it, but he just got his wheel up on that inside curb there. Touched a bit of that grass. And, that's what happens, I'm afraid. So down to 12th place for IQ. Speed Demon still in front of P. White and Vane. Vane now, is he going to have a go up the hairpin here? No, he's not. Slowpoke in fourth, Osnad in fifth, Rossi sixth, Keyboard in seventh. There's Damien in eighth, Unforgiven in ninth. Nath is already up 2 spots to 10th place, so he's made up 2 spots here on lap 1 already. There's a battle going on between Vane and Slowpoke. Slowpoke's got past Vane, I think. I'm into third place. Did he get it done? He did. Now can he scrapes that wall? Going on here as they hurtle towards turns 2 and 3. There's a move on up here, isn't there, from P. White? Is he going to have a go? No, he's not. Slowpoke third, Vane fourth, Osnad in fifth, Rossi sixth. Gap back then to Damien, who's into 7th place. Forgiven, then Nath's got another spot past People Captain up to 9th place now is Nath. As he attacks Unforgiven. Oh, he did think about it, didn't he? But Unforgiven said, no, you can stay behind there. Nath didn't fancy any contact with Unforgiven at that point. Unforgiven now having a look at Damien. Again, has to just sit behind him. Will Damien get a little bit squiggly through the chicane now? It's going to maybe allow Unforgiven a bit of a run on him. They come down to the next quick fire chicane under the bridge. Oh, and Damien's on the outside. That's going to be, must be a penalty from Damien. Let's have a look. Looked like he just straight lined it at the end there, but there was a bit of contact, so maybe he'll get away from it. Away with it, he does. Yeah, I think because there was now there's a bit of stuff going on here, and Osnad's been turned around, and Rossi's there, and I think Vane's stopped, and they're all getting a little bit in each other's way. So I don't know what happened there. We was focusing on the battle behind. Let's have another look. So we've got Osnad going up the outside of Vane. Now he's going to try and get P White at the same time, I think. Osnad up there, just attacked the back of Slowpoke a bit. Then he slowed down, right away, and then Rossi's trying to get through. And but Osnad's there, Vane was there. I'm not too sure why Vane has pulled over. I don't think he actually done anything wrong. There was a racing incident, really. It all started from Osnad just tapping Slowpoke's rear end, but it didn't really affect too much. He just slowed down a little bit too much into the apex where the other cars are coming into, and it kind of concertina effect really, as we see Keyboard Captain straight line in that final chicanes, turns 13 and 14, and he will get a penalty for that, because even though we just see Damien straight line it, that was because there was some contact. I think the game considers that as not much they could do about it, as we see Vane spinning it at turn 2. What happened there? Did he sure, he slowed down, he's staying right to the outside, he's letting IQ go through, and then he grabs a bit of grass on the outside, and that'd be that. So now Vane down to 12, so both Vane and IQ with 2 big moments. It's dropped into the back of this field, but Slowpoke up to second now, chasing down Speed Demon. So Slowpoke is making his way through, big deep through there, and out alongside the river now. And he has done well to get himself into second place, so he's looking good in that very bright Genesis X car. There's also things going on with that livery. P White behind him. And Damien at Nath. It's up to 5th already, Nath, so he's really pushing on with Unforgiven in 6th place. But Nath from the back of the field, remember, he's got himself to 5th place already after just 3 laps. So this is where we're focusing on at the moment, and that's P White chasing down Slowpoke. Is he going to have a go up here at final chicane? I think he's far enough to have a go. No, he's not, but Damien, is he having a think about it? He did have a think about it. He was going to have a go at P White there, didn't he, Damien? But didn't bother in the end. I think it was probably the right move. Nate's now going to have a look, is he? Well, he had a look. And again, everyone's having a little look at each other through these corners at the moment. Still very close racing. They've only been racing for about 5 minutes, but if this is what it's going to be like to the end, well, hold on to your hats, everybody, because this could be in for an absolute blast. They will stream through. That's Phaser with half a second. Osnad behind him, kicking up the grass in 8th place. Rossi down to 9th now. That was because of that where he slowed down at the hairpin with Vane and Osnad. So he's trying to recover now. There's Rossi, there's IQ in 10th, Vane in 11th, who's got himself going again, and Keyboard Captain down in 12th. What happened to him? He's obviously had a big moment somewhere, and now we've missed it again. So much going wrong around here. Keyboard Captain has dropped himself down to 12th place. So actually, I think he's been in the pits just looking at his tyre where it's fueled right up. Or maybe it didn't fuel actually, probably the same fuel, just put his soft tyres on his. So he's going really early with those soft tyres. Having said that, we see in race 1, I know they're GR4 cars, but we did see in race 1 that the tyres do tend to last, the softs. We see Damien attacking P White. He's going to go for 3rd place. He's going to get that done, and up to 3rd he goes. Now what can he do about the 2 ahead of him? He's not that far up behind. And if he can get himself back up to 2nd place where he finished in race 1, of course he's I say his teammate, his compatriot there, Speed Demon, who had probably his worst race in race 1, is leading this at the moment in P1. Slowpoke isn't letting him have it easy, and he's right up behind him now. Slowpoke now, he's going to be challenging for the lead here. Is Slowpoke. He'll just sit there for now. He's got the hairpin to come. I don't think there's many routes through here at this point. He has got the chicane at the end here under the bridge, but may go for it up here, but he may decide that he will wait to either the hairpin or that back straight. He just needs to stay with Speed Demon. He's in a good place. He won't go for it here. But he's going to go for it there, and that's a good move around the outside from Slowpoke. I think Speed Demon just got that wrong, didn't he, through that chicane. Took too much inside curb, and that allowed Slowpoke through with an easy pass, really. As now Damien's attacks. Oh, I thought he was going to attack his compatriot, but he didn't. He's going to keep him there ahead of him now. It's kind of like even though they are in identical cars, it's not actually teammates. There are no teammates here, but certainly the two countrymen appear to be helping each other out at this point. Now, does Damien do like a blocker job here to try and let Speed Demon get away and get back on to terms with Slowpoke? But not like that. He's not. That's going to put him right back. So maybe just pushing a little bit too hard, Speed Demon. Down here into that final chicane, and he gets it all wrong here. Oh, just hits that first curb too hard. Now, see Nath and P. White go past him. So Nath up to 3rd place now. From the back, remember. Speed Demon all the way down back to 5th place, but we do have Slowpoke as our new leader now, with Damien up into 2nd place, followed by Nath. So these two are at it again. These two were the two in race 1 that were head and shoulders above the rest. I don't think they've got dandruff though, but these are the two now on a bit of a charge, but they've got to get past Slowpoke, who's still leading this, looking fairly strong in that Genesis X GT3 car. So hard on the brakes here. Braking point is about where the bridge is. Now at the other side, a bit deep from Damien there. He didn't quite get that exit, did he? And he's going to be under severe pressure now from Nath, who's going to take 2nd place. Easy job in the end as they get up to the hairpin. Just got that exit wrong, Damien. Slowed him down a bit and allowed Nath to push through into 2nd place. Now, Nath, now we know what he's like once he gets himself out in front or with some clear air. So let's see what he can do about Slowpoke. Has he got it takes to, well, he's going straight in, so he's not going to be doing anything about Slowpoke in this on this lap. So he's going to get off those medium tyres along with P. White, and they're going to be chucking on those softs for the rest of the race. So a couple of them are in now. So Slowpoke still our leader. Damien still in 2nd place. Forgiven up to 3rd now. There's Speed Demon after his off. Rossi to 5th. So Rossi from last time we came, he was down in about 9th place, I think, up to 5th now. So obviously there was a couple of guys that have come in, which probably helped. But doing well to get himself through this field and up into the top 5. Now Airways Jag. So Speed Demon, it will be, I think, still relatively happy with where he is at the moment. Probably kicking himself a little bit after that mistake from 2nd place, but still in a good place there in 4th. As Rossi had a sneaky look. Speed Demon's didn't quite get an exit. He's kind of looked like he went to try and square it off. He was a little bit more straighter coming out of there, but Rossi took that wider line where you've got all that runoff area. And I think that helped Rossi because he's right in the slip now. He's going to pull out and he's surely going to get him on the brakes. No, he's tucked back inside. Actually, has Rossi gone in? No, he hasn't, but there's a yellow flag. Why we got a yellow flag? And it's going to be one of our leaders. Oh no, it's someone else who's had a mistake in pit lane, I think. Or is it? No, it wasn't Slowpoke. I think someone else made a mistake going into pit lane like P. White did in race 1. Bit deceiving that because obviously pit lane is right where they come out of turns 13 and 14. It does look like there's a yellow flag on circuit, but actually it's the guys going into pit lane. Not quite getting that right, going too fast into there. We've got second place, Unforgiven. Rossi now to third. Oh, Speed Demon. Running it a bit hot through there in fourth place. And we've got Phaser in fifth. Osnad in sixth place. Osnad scraping that wall on the left. So it's a bit better from Osnad. This is what we've been used to seeing from him last couple of races. So what can he do about Phaser? He's going to take the title line, Osnad, then run it out. Use all of that wider piece of circuit, exit, and down that back straight. .13.5 minutes in, so pretty much halfway through now. Ross is in pit lane from third, so that's going to push Speed Demon back up into top 3. Slowpoke still our leader from Unforgiven in second. Now Speed Demon in third. Osnad in fourth. Phaser in fifth. Now hang on. Oh, Phaser's got damage, so he was in third, and there we are. There we go. I thought he was in third place the last time we was looking at him, and he was in fifth. Actually, Rossi went in ahead of them, and then he's going to hit that first curve. Is it? Yes, and it's exactly what Speed Demon done. Too much and hit that first curve. Completely threw him on the exit for the second one, and that's dropped him down to fifth place and allowed Osnad to go through to fourth. Rossi is in, as we know. Keyboard captain now up to sixth. P. White in seventh. We've got Nathan in eighth place. He's obviously been in and come out on those soft tyres because he was in second, wasn't he? So soft tyres to the end now for Nath. We've got Damien also on the soft. He's been out and he's been in and come out on those. And here we go again. It is these two yet again that's battling it hard. What can they do about Slowpoke? What can Slowpoke do about them, I should say? Is Slowpoke a million miles away from Unforgiven in second, but then there's a bit of a gap back to Speed Demon in third and the rest, so Slowpoke in a good place at the moment. Oh, but he's got half a second now. That's going to cause him too many issues in terms of anybody getting past him, but obviously going to slow him up a little bit, and Unforgiven will close right in here, and Unforgiven will be right up behind Slowpoke as they reach. Yeah, I thought he looked like he was going straight in. Slowpoke. Unforgiven has stayed out, so Unforgiven's going to be our new leader. He's about to start lap 10, 15 minutes in. So Slowpoke and Speed Demon and Osnad. So second, third and fourth place are in. Is Phaser coming in as well? No, he's not. Phaser's going to drop himself up into second. Those medium tyres. Now along to turns 4 and 5. Into 8 and 9. So Fazer in second, Keyboard now up to third place, but Naif's not far behind in fourth now, with P. White behind him and Damien in sixth as well. So gaggle of cars here battling it out. So but we're looking at Naif, who, remember, starting from the back here. He's up to fourth place. Over halfway through this race now. He's been in. He's got the soft tyres on and he's racing to the end here now. So people captain on the other hand, I don't think he's been in, or has he? Actually, I think he came in very early, didn't he? So he's actually on really well used soft tyres now, and that's going to invite Naif to have a go along this back straight. And that's what happens when you've got slightly younger tyres on. And up to third he goes, and actually will take second place because Fazer's got himself into pit lane now. So he will take second place, Naif, as he starts lap 11. Keyboard up to third now. Forgiven still our leader. Slowpoke in the seventh place, Rossi in sixth. So I think everybody bar Unforgiven pretty much come in, I think. So he's only Unforgiven, I believe, who's got to make that stop now. But look at the lead he's got. He's got a great lead now. This could really work in his favour here if he can keep and get some nice clean laps through here. If he doesn't come, well, I think he's going to be coming in at the end of this one anyway. He's not got too much fuel left. Tyres are looking like they need to be changed. Weather's just starting to change as well on that subject. It's starting to get a little bit more cloudy. In fact, it looks a bit misty out there as well, doesn't it? So it is coming a little bit later in the day, but hopefully we won't get any rain. Have to wait and see. But I think Unforgiven will go straight on, and he does. Does he go in without any dramas? He does. So our leader's in. That will head back to Naif and see how this plays out. So Naif in second place and on his own a bit now. Unforgiven still stationary in that pit lane. It's just fuel's just going in now into Unforgiven's car as Naif comes through the final corner. Out the other side, where's Unforgiven? He's just leaving. This is going to be really close. Let's go with Naif and Unforgiven. In fact, Unforgiven, has he got it? There's Unforgiven. There's Naif. He's got to go the long way round. Unforgiven's going to be right to his left. There he is, and this is the lead of the race. That's a great battle now. Naif with a great pass into the lead from Unforgiven. He's on the soft tyres. Unforgiven's on the mediums. Of course, they're nice, fresh green mediums as well. But what can Unforgiven do now? Can he get that lead back? Well, what a battle this is going to be up the top. Got 6 minutes left to run, so we've still got a few laps to go here. And I'm sure that Unforgiven's have enough to do anything about Naif. I think them tyres will be okay for Naif. But Unforgiven, obviously he's not going to give up. He'll keep going, and we'll be pushing hard to try and get back on terms with Naif, who's not a million miles away, but quite a big gap now is just starting to form. Nathan on charge again. Got the fastest lap as well, 1:37.2. Make that 1:37 dead as he just it's another couple of tenths quicker that time around. So almost at 1:37 dead there for Naif. Forgiven. It's his fastest lap at 1:37.9. So he's almost a good second behind Naif's fastest lap there, Unforgiven. People captain in third place. And actually, he was the one that came in early doors, didn't he, to do his stop before everybody else. So he'll be okay. I mean, fuel's what, he's got a quarter of a tank left, should be fine, but this might have worked okay for him to get himself on the podium, but he has got Rossi and Damien chasing him down, and they're on soft tyres. They're on better soft tyres than Keyboard's, so I'm sure Keyboard's going to be able to hang on as he runs it deep and across that chicane, and that will be half a second, I would think. Well, it's a second. They've punished him even more there. Maybe didn't slow down enough to warrant half a second, so he's given him a second, so that will be that. That's going to kill his chances of getting that podium finish now for Keyboard. Rossi will go past him here into third place. I'm sure Damien will make it, or will he? Damien's going hard, yes he will. He will get through Damien, just so Keyboard back to fifth place. Damien looking good though in fourth. Rossi is our man with that third step on the podium as it stands. Just see him diving through turns 4 and 5. It's P. White in 6th place. His own now. Osnad in 7th. Another one having a quiet race. 2. Fazer dropped down there in 8th place after his stop. So what can he do from there? Running out of time. We're into the last couple of minutes now. Speed Demon in 9th. Well, certainly a better showing than last time. Slowpoke in 10th. Not really got it going as he's after his stop as well. He's on those medium tyres. Worked quite as well as those softs for Slowpoke in this second half of this race. So down there in 10th position at the moment. Then we've got IQ in 11th. He's not recovered from the initial off that he had, and he's not got a lot of fuel at all, has he? In fact, has he even got enough to finish this race? We're coming up to the last minute, but has he got enough to actually do one more lap? Because he may have to come in and have a splash and a dash here, and he's down in 11th, so I guess it's not going to make too much difference. He would drop down to 12th, I guess, but let's see, fuel saves like mad. That final lap, he's not going in, so he's going to take that chance. Will he run out of fuel? IQ got absolutely nothing at the moment. It's coming down to nearly into the fumes gauge. So we'll keep an eye on him. Vane there in 12th, and what's happened to him? He's just starting to get going. So did he have a moment somewhere? That's a bit of an odd place to. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's trying to, I don't know, something on them tyres maybe. He's trying to get off there. But whatever it is, he's clearly not worried about getting much. We didn't have a lot of fuel either from what I could see. So he's trying to splosh that around, try and get as much as he can out of it. I'm only kidding, I don't know what he was doing. But our leader, and it will be our double victor as he comes through that final corner, will take another victory from the back of the field this time for Nath. Congratulations. He will extend his lead at the top of the championship. Unforgiven in second will also follow him with that second place in the championship. Rossi with a good third place for him in the end. Keyboard captain, I think he'll take that. He's actually got himself to fourth, past Damien, who must have had an issue late on. In fact, he's run out of fuel. Damien rolling across the finish line there in fifth. Osnad in sixth, closely followed by P. White in seventh, closely followed by Fazer in eighth, and everybody else, in fact, All the others have run out of fuel and come in, so there's all technical things going on at the end of this one. So only 8 cars actually finished in the end. They've got the fastest lap as well, 1:36.9, and well, eventful race 2, which is what we expected really. Oh, there's the other guys. What happened there? I don't know. I didn't see them. So Slowpoke, sorry, got 9th place. Speed Demon in 10th. IQ and Vane in 11th and 12th. So IQ did get around, but he is running on fumes now. He is literally going to roll it over. Vane also, by the looks of it, he's got nothing. They're both trying to get over the line. Vane pips it in 11th. IQ will come in 12th. So a few cars there with no fuel at the end. But that is the end of the race. And thank you, Montreal, for some great racing there and some great battles. So as I say, that's the Manufacturers' Cup for another week. But we will remain here in Montreal for our Sunday Championship, which will be coming up this weekend. So that will be the next one that will be on my channel. So keep an eye on that. And well, thanks for your support. Thank you for watching. And I will see you soon. And bye for now.